Alita, it's impossible to come up with great intros every week. Sometimes you're just gonna have bad ones.
Is this a good one or a bad one?
That's for the people to decide. You don't get an opinion. But you know, when nothing happens in Chainsaw Man Part 2, Alita, how are you supposed to have an intro that references something funny? The lack of things happening in this great chapter is also reflected in our image here today. It's just
something great happened, which is that there was a really, really cool paneling / art thing. So we love that.
Are you talking about that double-page spread that was probably a double-page spread?
You should absolutely look at it as a double-page spread.
Don't worry, I already did. You're an idiot. Right. You suck. You're behind the times. Hey, Chainsaw Man chapter 207. Now, what is...
Yep.
How do you say these words, Alita?
Butter. I don't know why.
Because I thought it was Buddha. But there should be a H
there. Doesn't Buddha have a H? Yeah.
Shut up, Alita. I already Googled it.
I was curious because I was like, what does this mean? Even when she said it for the part where they're shooting from the tank.
She says it?
Yeah, she says it, right?
Yeah,
she does, yeah.
I read this like an hour ago.
I was like, what is this? And I looked it up, and the chapter title in Japanese is just ba, which I guess is like how they say it in Japan when you're firing a tank or something. I don't know.
It's just a gun, like...
I got no idea.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
That's what the title should have been.
Cool title. Yeah.
But I think I just said it 6 times, and it's only 4 times in the title. I had to replay it in my head, Alita. So it's okay.
Reference,
I'm multi-talented.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times in the Japanese title.
What? And only 4 times in English? This is pathetic.
It's interesting. I'm sure there's a reason for this. I just don't know enough about Japanese, I guess.
Well, who's responsible for this? Amanda or Sabrina? Did Sabrina get out on the lettering? She didn't want to draw the letters a bunch more times? Or did Sabrina think this was a great... Did I say Sabrina twice?
Probably, Amanda.
It was Amanda's fault. Alita has chimed in. They're both
I don't know. It's no one's fault. It's good. I like it.
No, it's somebody's fault. I think it's this fucking idiot's fault, Alita. Tatsumi Fujimoto. He sucks.
No, he's fantastic. The best manga author out there.
That's only because Isayama's dead.
Rest in peace.
No, that's Miura, Alita. Yukimura's going to be dead soon.
We'll all be dead soon.
No, I was going to say that. Or I was going to say something funny about the Villain Saga fans killing him after he does a bad last chapter or something. Anyway. So, Alita, at the end of the last chapter, there was a little parallel to a long time ago when Isa grabbed Denji or Denji grabbed Isa. One of them happened in the past, one of them happened this time. You understand?
Yes, to the Falling Devil fight. It's a flashback to that. And look at this. We're in another Falling Devil fight. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, it's almost like nothing ever happens in Chainsaw Man Part 2. Anyway, Alita.
What do you mean? We have 2 fights. You just listed 2 fights that happen. What a ridiculous point.
The same thing keeps happening in Chainsaw Man Part 2. Wait, isn't that Miller the Killer's real?
I guess fights keep happening, if that's what you consider.
That sounds terrible. You admit it.
Oh my god, there's fights. That's crazy.
Yes, that's fucking disgusting. You think I'm reading Chainsaw Man for the fights?
Yep.
Nothing makes me angrier in life than a fight.
Hey, that's what the great Moist Critical told me when I watched his Chainsaw Man review. He said, "This is known for its intense action," and yeah, it's like okay.
True. He really do be chainsawing people, Leary, if you haven't noticed. Now, no chainsaws in this chapter, I'm pretty sure, so this one kind of sucked. Don't be afraid, Denji. Think happy thoughts. That was Isa, Leary. Now, will I do the same voice for Yoro and that'll be the joke, or will I do a different voice for Yoro that's really deep? I don't deserve to be happy. That was Denji, Leary. See, that's the ultimate subversion right there. Oh, Leary, and then it's our favorite. What? Says Isa.
Yep.
You want to read now? Anyway, Alita, this is a whole little parallel thingy, because last time Isa was really sad, and Denji was happy, and then Isa nearly tells him now that she'll blow him, and then he'll be happy.
Maybe I missed that. I don't remember that, but yeah,
she said, "I'll make you happy, Denji. I've wanted to for a long time." What else is that supposed to mean?
I suppose the plain reading of the text is, yeah, what it means.
Oh, true. Chainsaw Man is subtextual. That is the appeal of Chainsaw Man, Alita. You're a smart young cookie. But we skipped a page,
Mm.
Alita. We got to read everything. That's how we do things here. The worst thing that's ever been done to me, I was doing the same thing to other people. This is hilarious, Alita.
Mm.
Somebody. Oh, he was so distraught, Alita. He couldn't say his words. Somebody like
Mm.
me shouldn't be allowed to be happy. And then Isa does a double take, Alita. She's trying to figure out what to say. Will she admit? Love, Alita.
Mm. Mm.
Now, Isa does love Denji. I still don't know why. This was never established, but one day we'll find out, I think. Oh, and Denji's asking, but how? He wants her to say it, Alita. I don't know.
Mm.
What is she? She's not very smart, Alita, this Isa.
Mm.
Or is she just being, what does precocious mean?
I have no idea.
I think
I don't think it applies
means,
here, but
hesitant. Let's look it up.
uh,
Precocious. I can't spell precocious. Oh my god, no, I didn't. Anyway, of a child having developed a certain abilities or inclinations at an earlier. Oh, so yeah, okay. It's like inclined more than what was I saying it was? Hesitant.
I don't even remember.
Hesitant,
Yeah,
Alita.
okay.
Keep up. Pay attention. Come on now.
Mm. Yep.
I don't know. Hey, that's what I just said. But we can think about that together. Aw. You're dumb, so you have... that's not very nice. You're dumb, so you have to
Well,
think.
he is. Yeah.
But if he's dumb, why would he be the one to think, O'Leary? That doesn't make any sense.
Because usually he doesn't think because he's dumb, but now he has to think.
No, I think Denji's pretty smart. And then
Okay.
they nearly get hit with a building, O'Leary. There's like 3 buildings moving.
Yep.
How come the Falling Devil has such bad aim?
Because they're just so good at maneuvering around the falling debris.
Why does stormtroopers never hit the target?
They do. Didn't you see what they did to Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru? Oh my god.
No, they burn them alive. They didn't shoot them.
I'm sure first they shot them and then they burned them alive.
No, they burnt. Well, then they would be dead, Alito. But no, that wouldn't be scary. They burned them alive.
Mm-hmm.
He concedes. Then, Alito, we get crash and destruction images, and there's lots of little buildings overhead from the Great Falling Devil.
Yep.
You know what I just thought, Alito? I thought an evil thought.
That there's a lot of people dead in the buildings.
No, nobody gives a fuck about fake Chainsaw Man people.
Okay.
I thought this probably looked pretty cool in an anime, but I never said it out loud, Alito. So you know, I would
This
never
is the
admit something like
strangest
that.
thing that you think would look cool in an anime. Why would
It
this
looks
look
like a
cool?
Naruto
Like,
thing, you know? They're behind him and
Oh
they're
my
shooting
God.
things at him. It's pretty cool.
I
But on a
guess. One
shitty
thing I
manga
did think
page, it
would be cool
sucks.
in an anime would be Denji talking about how he shouldn't be allowed to be happy. I can imagine the voice.
Yeah,
acting in my
I
head.
really
Oh my
want to
God,
hear
it's
the
gonna be so
shitty
good.
voice acting for Denji's
Yeah,
shitty
the really good
lines
voice,
where he
especially the
says-
dub. That's gonna be good.
Oh,
my
it will
God.
be. It will be. Why did I just have a memory jig of something dub related that I wanted to say?
There's a line in Chainsaw Man that I showed you. I was like, man, this is really impressive, and you weren't impressed.
True. Everybody on Twitter was making fun of that one guy, and Alita got very angry one time about 4 years ago. So that was pretty cool.
Mm.
Oh, I think I was just remembering that we watched a video about dubs recently, Alita. You can find that stream on elitari.com where you /videos, live streams. You're so good at shilling, Alita. Now, then Isa looks over and the Falling Devil's just here. And if you notice, there's no background image, Alita, because the art fell off.
Because they're in the sky, yep.
Oh, so skies don't have colors and textures.
That's true. Sometimes I
making
forget how much you
excuses,
want color
Illyria.
in your manga.
That's
I
true.
prefer a nice black and white manga.
She is just kind of there. It's a little weird. This panel, weird looking.
I know you don't think that. Why are you saying that?
It does. It looks a little weird.
Uh-huh.
We have to stop her. Why? Why? We're superheroes, aren't we? Are they, Alita?
Yeah, it's very cute.
Denji was trying to be a superhero at the beginning, but then I never thought Isa was a superhero, but she was on TV.
Yeah, and she had like posters about her. It's really cool.
But then everybody forgot about her.
Yeah.
Or something. That's sad.
That's right.
Now, Denji, Ilitari, he's looking a bit distraught. And then Yoru shows up, Ilitari. Don't worry, I
Yep.
noticed. This time, I don't know if I noticed last time. They are one person, Ilitari. They did mold into one.
No.
Well, the Reddit said one time that they were molding into one, and that's why Isa hadn't been around in some time.
I mean, it could be, that is something that could happen, because this is like a very quick switch, right? Where it's like, we were Asa, and now we're Yoru. I wonder if it'll become quicker and quicker, and eventually it'll be like flicking sentence to sentence.
Yeah, you
between the
couldn't
two of them
even
or
tell
something.
if you couldn't see their faces because they're just so similar. And I think that really is a reflection of how poor the writing is in Chainsaw Man Part 2, that all the characters are just the same.
Okay, that's just wrong. I don't know.
Illyria nearly called me retarded. Did you see that? Did you hear that, chat? The
It's a
attacks I've
retarded
tried.
opinion.
Oh my
I
goodness.
don't, yeah.
Oh, don't worry, chat. I'm not retarded. I just have retarded opinions. Illyria, you know, that was a
Yeah.
very what do you call it? When you're doing a good thing, Illyria. That was very charitable. No, that doesn't seem like the word I'm looking for. If I
Okay.
wasn't a retard,
Very
Illyria,
accurate?
maybe
I
I
don't know.
could maybe I could think of words. Did you ever think about that? The attacks I've tried on her so far haven't worked at all. Oh, Illyria, I forgot that I don't know what happens at the end. You got to explain it to me, but we'll get there. The attacks I've tried on her so far haven't worked at all. I'll use tank. Tank, Denji says. Denji doesn't know what a tank is. And then there's like a weird, it's like cut off, Illyria. Why can't you see the rest of the gun?
It's so cool. Oh my god. He's like swinging on Denji's leg, and there's like a giant gun, and
Oh, Denji's
the
leg is
panel
there.
She's like stepping on the other panel. It's like so cool. Oh my god.
Now, I did get confused when initially reading this, Illyria, because I was like, hold on. So, because this is supposed to be a double-page spread. Don't worry, I figured it out, Illyria. So I was like, but the text boxes are a little, not weird, but they're like a little confusing when it's not right next to each other. So what I thought I was being clever, and I went down and I read the second page's bottom two panels, and then went back up to the. But I was just confusing myself, Illyria. I just had to read it in order.
Yep.
And then, oh my goodness, it's the Falling Devil saying that's, and then Denji says too heavy because, you know, he's hanging onto her foot. I got the pronouns mixed up there, Illyria. And then it says ping cack cack.
Huh?
It does, look. Ping cack
ping.
cack.
Oh, you read left to right. Okay, yeah, true.
Or
It's
chuck.
like clank, chuck, chack, ping.
There's no
the order.
clank.
Okay.
Oh, it's
right
I
there.
wasn't looking at that page, Illyria. I'm on a different page, okay? You're an idiot. Using Tank's devil power, I'll load this gun with every weapon I've stockpiled up till this point, and let her rip. That's a pretty epic line, Illyria. Do you just let her rip?
Yeah, reminds me of Beyblade.
And then,
Sick.
shut up, Illyria. You don't know what Beyblade is. I bet Illyria like Beyblade instead of like cool Bakugan and cool Yu-Gi-Oh! And cool Pokemon. You're a loser, Illyria. And then she says, Buddha, 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 Buddha. Why would she say it? That's a little stupid.
Because, I mean, because it's sick. I don't know. It's like cool.
It's not
Why not?
sick. Now, Illyria, I bet you
Yeah.
didn't notice, but this is like the guy from the first chapter of Chainsaw Man Part 2.
That's Mr. Tanaka or whatever. Yeah, was that his name? Wait, let me.
He was
Google it.
fucking his student, Illyria.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was like one of the craziest reveals ever. I loved
Yeah,
it.
it was totally crazy.
Yeah,
You idiot.
Tanaka, Mr. Tanaka.
And he was probably trying to fuck Isa too. Or at least that's what the other girl thought.
That's what they say. Yeah.
No,
my
just
God.
because that one girl thought it didn't mean it was true.
I guess we
He
can't ever know
concedes once
anything,
again.
right?
My goodness.
Mm.
And then it hits the Falling Devil with a bunch of other ones. Now, I don't recognize any of these other ones, Illyria, so you're going to have to take it from here. There's a trombone.
So one of them, I believe, is Usa's apartment, right? The one with the fan, I think.
I do remember that when Yoshida tried to take her out.
One
a
is like a
date.
musical instrument. I like that one. That one's really cool.
I already said the trombone one. Do another one.
Yep. I don't even know. The other ones are like, we see them more in the next slide. There's like a bunch of random swords and stuff.
Slides. Illyria's
Like one looks
obsessed
like
with
a
my
lamp
PowerPoint.
or something. One looks like a.
So
don't
these
even
are
know.
not
They
all
could literally be
references to
anything.
the different weapons we have found in Chainsaw Man Part 2?
They probably are, but I have no idea what they are.
Well, if you don't know, nobody knows.
It's not true.
Then on the
One
next
looks like the
page,
Godless Devil.
This one looks like,
Hmm.
what is this supposed to be at the top?
That looks like one of
Fork?
those. That's a good question. It could be a fork, actually. I thought it was like a knife, like a butcher's knife, but I guess
Now, the little things on the end of the blade bit, I thought they were like a computer chip or something. You know?
Mhm. It could just be like a comb or something. I have no idea.
But the big thing here, Elitari, is that it's not doing any damage to the falling devil. And then there's two fishies. Was
True.
this from the aquarium visit?
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
What did she do for that
Maybe
one?
she had
like
pet fish.
disappeared
We don't know.
the whole aquarium, I think. And there was a penguin.
Mhm.
And then Fami was on the roof doing a weird stare to
Yep.
Yoshida. Who Yoshida is the Death Devil, right? We still think that?
No. I don't think we ever thought that.
We did. And then the fishy one goes through her stomach, but then it's all good. And then there's another one that looks like Beam's shark fin. Did she
Yep.
kill Beam?
Yep. You don't remember that?
No, she didn't kill Beam. Poor Beam died. I think the Darkness Devil got him. That was sad. Darkness Devil's way cooler than this dumb falling devil. Anyway, and then there's a claw. What's this on, Elitari? A lobster
Looks
claw?
like a beetle.
A
I think it's like
beetle,
beetle's
perhaps.
head or something. I like it.
Perhaps, yes. But then nothing happens again. And then there's another one. Then there's just a sword one. This Fujimoto idiot's running out of ideas.
That's not a sword. That's like one of the. I don't know what it is, but it's like that weird shape, that they find in the ocean. You know the one? It's like a barrier for the waves to disperse the kinetic energy. Am I not looking at the right thing? Wait.
Kinetic energy? What's this idiot talking
Energy
about?
Ocean barrier. It's one of those things.
Oh, no, I'm
Triangle.
not talking about that one. Yeah, that one is in the Pokemon games. I'm talking about the next one.
Oh, you mean the Darkness Devil sword?
Not the Darkness Devil sword. What are you,
The one with the
stupid?
frog. What do you mean?
No, Darkness Devil. Oh, he did summon a sword, but that's not that sword.
Yeah, you're right. It's not. But it'd be sick if it was. Oh my god.
I did forget for a second that he summoned a cool sword one time.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not doing anything, Elitari. And then the next panel is a bunch of them in a little pile. Now, I'm pretty sure this just means that none of them got her. But it could mean that them all together did get her and she's now dead.
You know what? I would believe it. If she was dead next chapter, I'd be like, yeah. But also, my intuition is telling me that I don't think her physical body
I would be
really
like,
means much.
finally, Elitari, finally.
Because remember, Denji ate her, and that didn't get rid of her. So I don't think like physical attacks.
Denji didn't eat her, Elitari. Stop making things
He
up to try and test
literally
my
did.
knowledge. I'm not falling for
Okay.
it. This is not a good
No,
bit.
he definitely did.
Well, how'd she get out then?
She just like respawned inside his stomach.
No.
This happened. I promise you. Yeah, it did happen.
Sound off in the comments if you think this happened. Let's do a poll.
It was a great fight. I like that fight because of that. It was this cool move.
Yeah,
also,
I love fights.
This is, I love the vacuum cleaner sword. That's like the coolest one.
What
like a
vacuum cleaner sword?
It's like the top left, like next to the ice cream sword.
I don't know left and right. Oh, I see.
The light bulb
this one.
one's cool too. Oh my god. But the vacuum cleaner one's my
light
favorite.
bulbs.
So cool.
I don't see any light bulbs. There's like a bat
Alright,
one.
top
Do you think
right.
these are all references to Fujimoto's favorite movies? He really loves movies, Elitari.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a omnicycle. What's unicycle, Elitari? Omnicycle. What's omni? How many numbers is that?
All the numbers. I have no idea.
Whoa, that's pretty smart. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
There's a little mannequin.
There's the leg of a chicken.
Oh my
That's
god,
very
the
funny.
Skull Knight sword is here at the very front.
Yeah, maybe, I
The
guess.
sword of actuation. Now, is that a
It very
keyblade
well
there?
could be. It kind of does look like it.
We love Kingdom Hearts here.
Yeah.
When
Oh, there's a bunch
you
of cool
walk
swords.
away, you don't hear me say. Take it away, Elitari.
I don't know that song.
Please. Take it away, Elitari.
I don't know what you're singing.
Oh, baby, don't go. It's a great song,
Mhm.
Elitari. It's called Simple and Clean. You're an idiot. Everybody in chat is
Mhm.
singing along right now. So, Elitari, you like that chapter?
Wonderful.
You going to defend that chapter?
That was very good. Yeah, I liked it. I liked Usa thinking, we're superheroes. That was very cute Usa character stuff. I like the art with the giant gun in the hand. That was sick. And then I like all the different swords, and I like the compilation of the Falling Devil just coming back together. It was really cool, and I can imagine animated in the anime one day. It's gonna be so great.
No, only the cool
So,
buildings being thrown over her shoulder. Like she's Thanos destroying that moon illiterate. That'll be cool. The rest of it is not cool. Also, the anime's gonna get cancelled before it gets to this point. It didn't sell any units.
we'll see. This movie will be the determining factor, but I feel like the movie's probably gonna make a lot of money.
Oh, so when I choose not to go to this movie, I can pretend it's an act of protest rather than laziness.
Yeah, you could even tweet it out and get like points.
Oh, that's a good idea. Should I make a video? We need to make some negative videos, Leary. What are we doing here? Making fucking positive videos. I hate positivity. I did shit on a Dina and Ellie recently, and I got 1 billion views.
That's right.
But, you know, my biggest video, you know, kind of like 1 million views, Leary, you know, no biggie. That was a positive one.
Well,
they changed the streaming thing, Leary. Now it's weird and it's different, and I think I did it right.
Yep.
Oh. Anything else to say? You got all your written notes out, Elitary, before we head to thegreatreddit.com?
I have no written notes. I just did it off the cuff. Also, guys, make sure you look at the screen right now and look at this cool image that Kyle did. I like it. It's really cool. It's like a nice hand and 2 images.
It's a little, you know, so there was something there, Elitary. Maybe if I tilted the image, you know, we can do it in real time.
No, don't mess with it. Oh, that's actually cool. Oh my god.
We should probably have tilted ourselves too. Cool. But, you know, we don't have we can't be doing everything out here, Leary. Maybe the audience should make it. Oh, Leary, you're going to make a moving image for all of our Chainsaw Man discussions, remember? Oh, you want me to get rid of this?
Actually. Yeah, you should close this. Oh. We don't want people to see it.
Maybe you should do, Leary, you should do like a picture frame so I can put a little image in the middle each time, but the stuff around it moves.
Good idea.
Well, he's not going to do it. The movie Res something. Let's get up to date with this, Elitary. New key visual.
Yeah, new visual.
Is this a spoiler, Elitary? Now, I was going to say this is Beam for the first time in the anime, but no, they were part of that like previous bit at the end. Now, Elitary, you don't know the name of these fucking losers that are like fighting in that thing and then Reese blows them up?
Yeah, that's Aki's friend.
Yeah, Aki's boys over here. I remember them. See, they're from Chainsaw Man Part 1. Of course I remember them. Who's in shadow over here? Oh, that's the Russian dude. He's like the whirlpool devil or something. Who the fuck is this?
Zoom out.
My goodness, you can't
that's
see it.
Hair,
it's just a shadow.
Isn't it?
Whose hair? Oh, this guy's. I see. Yeah, the shadow goes over his head. This angel twink, Elitary, you a big fan? Oh my god, they're holding hands. She didn't get no hand jobs. Hand jobs. She sucks. The great
It said Mappa. Did you see that?
Huh?
I saw it. It said Mappa there in the little text.
Yeah, they're doing support, but there's a new studio, I believe.
It's not true.
It is going to be cool. I think this whole movie is set at night time. We like night time.
Yeah.
Is that why there's going to be all this red lighting? But red also means love and passion and blood, Elitary. True.
That's right.
16K. This is disgraceful, Leary. I'm praying so much that season 2, which will hopefully cover the rest of part 1, is announced after this movie comes out.
Why? Okay, I don't know if this is the case. Why would you think that wouldn't they wait for this movie and see how successful it is and then like do other movies?
This is just somebody that's saying I hate movies, Elitary. They're trying to be subtle about it, but
that's not what they're saying.
Why else would they want season 2? Obviously, Chainsaw Man would be cooler if every movie was an arc.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's going to depend on what makes Mappa more money.
Every arc was a movie.
In this.
That's what I meant to say. Now, you could probably do it, right? If you're going to do this one, how many chapters is this one compared to International Assassins? That's a 3-hour movie right there. And then we've got, what's after that? Who gives a fuck? More like, that's what's after that, Elitary. Shitty Aki dying, that's a great climax of a movie. Then that Makima stuff is kind of boring at the end. So, you know, that's a bit of a boring movie. You can skip that one. Then we can start with Chainsaw Man Part 2. That's where it goes off the rails because there are no arcs because nothing happens. How about you do the whole thing in one movie, Elitary?
I don't know. It's a very dumb talking point. You could come up with stronger ones.
He's not even getting mad anymore, Chad. It's not even fun. The rest of Part 1 is covered in the next season. I think it'll go like this. International Assassins 1 to 6. Gun Devil Arc 7. This guy's got it figured out. We're getting a 14-episode season, bro. That's a little weird.
Maybe. It's a weird production behind Chainsaw Man.
Oh my god. Remember Marky McBride in the cinema?
Yep, we're gonna get it in the movie.
Oh yeah, it's at the end. Or is it at the beginning? I always forget.
It's at the beginning. Denji goes on a date.
Yeah, who cares, you know? I used to pray for times like this. True. I see this image sometimes. Extra large Oscar. How could somebody that likes the great Evangelion like the shitty Chainsaw Man anime? That's disgraceful. Source. Oh my god, you got Source as a leader. Are you satisfied? Why are we reading this? We got a chapter to review, a leader. Ooh, discussion.
Why are we reading this?
Oh, because her name
color.
is Rize.
You love color. This is perfect.
True. I don't like her colors being so colored.
I don't like the purple outfit, yeah.
Oh, I saw one when I was clicking onto the Reddit. They were complaining because the actual Famine Devil is like blonde or something. And this is a tattoo.
Oh, yeah,
we
I
don't
did
need
see
to click
that.
this. I don't know which Reddit it was on. Has Fujimoto ever responded to the 10 sec red comments?
I don't know what that means.
Like you read it in 10 seconds and people complain? I mean, maybe he doesn't realize it. I see him posting on X a lot. He does?
Huh? Well, there's no way.
About gambling and other stuff. Well, this doesn't have any upvotes.
I would absolutely be following him and like look at every.
I think this bloke Liberty over here got a little bamboozled. If you check his Twitter bio, he's mostly role playing as a 5th grade girl.
Maybe that's why I don't follow him. Okay.
No, it's obviously a joke, leader. Hey, I was still scrolling. Oh. Is the Fire Devil a parallel to... Oh, we already said this, Aliri.
True. Oh my god, maybe they watched our video and they were like, oh...
Injured and set. True, they're stealing our talking points and then going to Reddit. They're geniuses. Tank Devil. Why isn't it purple?
Pretty cool.
Prevailing theme
the shatter. Oh my god, that was sick. Wow.
Oh my goodness, it's a tank leader. You're a genius.
Yeah.
You're perceptive.
Thank you.
I think I used that word right, O'Leary. The prevailing theme of ignorance is bliss and Chainsaw Man Part 2 linked to post of Part 1 in the comments. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Do we have slides here? Oh, we do? This is crazy. This thing also continues into Part 2. No, my PowerPoints are way more high effort than this. Where Puchita reminds Denji... You want to read this, O'Leary? I don't want to read.
Not really, no.
Oh.
The thematic ignorance is bliss thing in Chainsaw Man.
You don't care about themes?
Not at the moment, no.
What would Miller the Killer think? I'm half curious about this, but I don't want to read it. So somebody remind me later that this happened. Am I going to find this blonde edit?
Okay, wait, close your eyes.
Uh-huh.
How many subscribers to this subreddit do you think there are?
We're on the main one, aren't we?
Yeah, the main one.
900,000.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, I was earned under.
Yeah,
hey, that's that pedophile teacher guy.
Yep.
Is Chainsaw Man manga worth reading? I bet it's a bunch of people saying no.
No, there'll be memes or something, right?
Are you expecting a subreddit dedicated to a work to tell you it's not worth reading? True. Bro, he cooked him. Yep. Discussion thread leader. This chapter fucking sucked.
That was a great chapter.
Very good.
The people agree.
Your random bullshit. Next chapter. Oh, God! Damn it,
That's not even that far away. This is lovely.
It's a fucking week away. Oh, I hate Chainsaw.
Well, you want to be doing this for 2 years? Like, you want to speed it up? I don't know. You're the one who always complains. Like, we need to be
No, I want short-term weeks off.
I'm
always thinking in the short-term, Elitery. That's why my life is in shambles. Short-term reward, that's the only reason we do this fucking shit. What we should be doing is doing 4 chapters at a time. Anyway. What are we on? New. I like new.
New.
Oh, -4. This is good. This chapter started off really good, then it just fucking ended, Lamau. Just take a hiatus or something at this point. Fujimoto clearly doesn't want to do this right now. I'm going to upvote.
That's a strange criticism.
He has 2 series at least in production. The Reese movie, and he has to make the comic. Not every mangaka can be Oda.
Jesus. We have no idea how much he's involved in that Reese movie.
Absolutely
Oh my
zero.
God.
He would never be involved in such a shit production. And also, Oda's got an extra one. He's got the live action he's got to write to Elitery. And the new anime. He's got 4 things going on.
That's right.
But he also takes a week off a month, I'm pretty sure. So he's lazy too.
Jesus.
I'm down to see humanity screwed, but Denji and Asa happy. True.
True.
Nerve Master. Do you think this is another Evangelion reference?
Yep.
Again, why would somebody that likes the great Evangelion find enjoyment in Shitty Chainsaw Man? So has Mr. Tanaka been alive as a sword in Yuru's pocket this whole time?
I don't think he's alive.
I was going to say that's messed up, but then I remembered he was trying to groom Asa. So I'll say that's...
I mean, that is true.
So instead I'll say that's messed up
word.
Lamau. Oh, well, that was cute at the end. I love how surprised he looks at Asa calling both superheroes. She is still able to think like that and give some hope to Denji. I'm auto-plagiarizing this comment from Discord. Well, at least they're honest about it, Elitery.
Yep.
This is great. We love you. Please, Fujimoto, just make this a monthly series already. Oh, some people were very upset that nothing happened this chapter, Elitery. It looks like I was right.
They're upset because it ended on a climax.
On a cliffhanger, I'm sure you mean.
No, a climax.
No, there was no climax. She threw a bunch of weapons at him. Peak.
That's the climax.
Well, this doesn't fit with my narrative. Hey, get out of here, loser. Tanaka sword makes a comeback. It is true. Welcome to Zanarkand. Do you think this is a Bleach or One Piece reference, Elitery?
No idea.
I'm pretty sure it'd be Bleach. Final Fantasy? I love Final Fantasy. Which Final Fantasy do you think it's from? Probably 8.
7. That's the only one I know.
No, it's not in 7. I would have recognized. No, it's in 10 and 10-2. Unbelievable. If it was 8, it would have been the funny one that Cyclic got in trouble for earlier. Remember when we used to get mad at him because he hadn't made his video yet? That was a fun time. Nice to see the mirroring of Asayuri and change some before. Aliyuri didn't permanent damage to falling down. The consistency of memory distracting profile.
Alright. Salt by top.
It's over. True. By top or best?
Top.
They're always the fucking same, those two. That is pretty cool. Let's downvote this one. Half confession and glorious ass all in single one. I says ass Elitery. I didn't even notice. Let's take a closer look. I don't know. This is like a weird angle. The line's in a weird spot. I don't know about all this. She was talking about blowjobs, Elitery. You can deny it all you want. Hold on. Let's see if there's any Kuma responses. Best panel in a long time, and not even because of horny, because of happy.
Oh.
But this one was way better.
Yeah, that was that One Piece character from that trailer
downloaded
thing I saw.
Chopper, Tony Chopper, there he is.
Yeah, he's so happy.
Oh, you're gonna see this moment in the great show, Elitery. Anyway, spoiler alert. What's Chopper there got to be sad about, Elitery, or was those happy tears?
Those were happy tears.
They were. You're so perceptive, Elitery. That's the second time you've been perceptive. Oh well, I didn't accept Asa to straight up admit to Denji she had feelings. She's gotten a lot more bold. It was a life or death situation, Elitery.
That's what that reply said, yeah.
I remember, Elitery, I remember being about 10 years old. I remember my mother watching a television show. It was one of those, like, firefighter shows, but not a real firefighter show, a fake firefighter show. And they were, like, defusing a bomb. So maybe it was a police show, Elitery. And the bomb was going to go off, and these two characters, this was at the very beginning of the episode, Elitery, and these two characters were fucked, Elitery. So they jumped into, like, a hole and put a cover over the top. And these two characters, apparently, from context clues, were dating different members of the cast, Elitery, and they thought they were going to die, and right as the bomb goes off, they kissed, and then they survived, Elitery, and that was big drama.
That's terrible.
And that has stuck with me forever and ever. And I was like, that's a cool little situation. Now, why did this comment make me think about that, Elitery? Oh, because it was a life or death situation, so she had to be bold. I think the conclusion of that episode was that the partners weren't too upset. Well, initially they were a little mad, Elitery, but then they would say it was a life or death situation. You know, we can forgive and forget. So that means Asa doesn't deserve any praise, is my point here, Elitery.
Yep.
What a great conundrum. It just made me think for 15 years, Elitery. What a great series or episode or moments. Who knows what that show
And now,
is.
50 to 650 people just heard that.
True, true. And they'll look it up. They'll say, yes, it was Chicago PD or something. That's an ad
Yeah,
idea.
we'll look at. We should look at the Google Analytics and see if the trend for that thing goes up. We see
Yes,
the
yes.
influence the Discord.
The show about firefighters, perhaps police, where ChatGPT could find it for us, Leadery. What are we doing here?
That is
Anyway,
true.
it found that book I was looking for. Remember that?
Yep.
Random bullshit go. Oh, he's throwing swords. Who is this? Is this
Yep.
Moon Knight?
This looks like a comic book.
Yeah, Moon Knight. You watched that show, didn't you?
Is that what it was called?
It was
No,
Moon
that can't
something.
be right.
Let's
Yeah, it was
tab
Moon
over.
something. I don't think it's Moon Knight. That sounds so weird. Oh my god, it is Moon Knight.
Oh, I'm a fucking
Well.
genius. And I didn't even
Yeah,
see the
let me
little
tell
moon
you.
thing on here. Does Knight, not light, throw
That
swords
was
like
a pretty
that?
weird show. I don't know. I don't remember.
Wasn't it on the moon? That sounds pretty cool. Now, there was an
No.
MCU thing that happened recently. Oh, that show came out and nobody talked about it, Leary. Twitter told me.
Yep.
I'll make him mad somehow, chat. Don't worry. We're superheroes, aren't we? Denji shocked face. That's true. That did happen. So peak.
Yep.
So, were people actually feel an emotional catharsis from this moment? Or is this another arse
Yeah.
post? Because I didn't feel a goddamn thing.
It's because you're not following the story.
Now, that is true. But also, Yoru's the real girl, Leadery. Fuck this Isa girl.
Yeah, Knight is still alive.
That
right?
is true. They were all very happy last week, Leadery. Remember?
Yep.
I'm not invested in this ship at all. Maybe at the beginning. But I don't remember now. Now, hand jobs can get us back from this brink, Leadery. Hey, it's Guts. He's looking at
Yep.
the remnants of... I feel like last time you remembered the dumb fairy's name and I didn't.
Chitch.
Chitch, the great Chitch, of course. Chapters like 318 to 300 and something. So you're telling me this whole fucking while Yoru had access to all the weapons she made before and she's kept shitting the bed over and over? Damn, just when you think about it, there's no way you can turn more incompetent than she already was. I'm surprised that Miller the Killer didn't complain about this.
True.
Do you see Miller the Killer had praise for this chapter? He said, I was afraid
It is
Tank
funny.
wasn't going to be strong, but then it was strong or something. Oh, that's what made me perhaps question whether or not the great devil was dead at the end. Now, and by great, I mean that one that sucks. That isn't as good as the Darkness Devil. Now, what was I saying earlier? Something about Miller the Killer. Something about... Didn't she already use the tank or something?
She used the Gun Devil.
No, same thing.
Yeah, she had two hands.
So
gun
why
and
did the tank
tank.
devil make all the old weapons come out?
Who knows? It was a cool attack.
Oh, Leadery's favorite. Who knows when he doesn't have a justification for this terrible manga?
Why
Asaden
was
is
Guts
real,
born of a
folks.
corpse?
It wasn't. She was probably still alive, and then she died.
How do you know that?
Who was Guts' father, Leadery? Now that's a question. Do you think it was
Griffith.
Nosferatu Zod?
Oh, no, it was Griffith.
That's what some people say because he's really strong. Actually, his father was Gambino, a Leadery. It was a sad It was a sad tale. Do you think Gambino was a better father than Denji's father?
No.
Oh. This was sick. Bitches love cannons.
It's like
Sometimes,
a reference to something?
sometimes people call boobs cannons, right, Leadery? I feel like I've heard that in some funny movie one time.
Sometimes people call women bitches. I
I do
know,
that
it's
all
weird.
the time. I hate
never do
women.
that.
Holy shit, self-reflection for... Oh, no. No, Leadery, you can't look at
The
this.
fight ever got to him.
Unbelievable. The dragon keychain sword is a common souvenir that kids usually bought on their school trip. There you go, Leary. There's some
That's
cultural
cool.
context. Do we trust Reddit?
I like that. Yeah.
No. Haunting horn from Monster Hunter be like. Maybe that's a Monster Hunter reference, though I think this is a joke reference. Oh, they're saying Buddha. Do you think somebody's going to say, I'm so silly, I thought it said Buddha? Do you think, Illyri?
Yep. Go press
I
the
love that
6
it's
more
not a
play.
sound effect. She's actually saying it out loud. I didn't like that. Oh, is this a great JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference?
It is. Well done. Wow.
We hate JoJo's Bizarre Adventure here because it's flamboyant. One of the very few times actually say it is a JoJo reference.
Oh, it's not.
It is
Oh my God.
literally. What else could it be?
True, I guess it could be a JoJo's reference.
I think it's actually a Doom comic reference. The chain gun literally goes Buddha, Buddha, Buddha.
So these people are pronouncing it Buddha, Buddha. I'm pronouncing it butter, 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 butter. I feel like that's like a tank weapon. You could imagine that, like, it's like the shooting out, right?
So which one
know.
do you think is more likely, the JoJo reference or the Doom comic reference?
Well, if you want to go by more likely in reality, it's almost certainly neither of these because it's ba 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 in the Japanese. So I don't know.
Leader, he's making a lot of sense here. Wait, what that said something about the gun? I lost it a little.
Oh, they just said what I said.
Leary just read the Reddit beforehand. He's fucking cheating.
Mm.
Oh, Leary's fucking alarm is going off. Imagine that.
Oh boy.
Can't wait to watch this scene. Shut up. We already talked about this. Holy fucking shit, dude. All the weapons came back and didn't just disappear into the ether. Is that what they used to do, Leary? We finally found out what Isa was thinking during her first falling encounter, even if it's just one other person she wants. Huh? Denji is having a breakdown that Asa is helping him. Huh? What a great chapter. Yeah. Legit, she's so pretty. She's 17, Elitery. I'm going to downvote this out of principle. I just like pedophilia. She's in high school, Elitery.
That is true. Time has passed, though. We have no idea.
Time has passed. Or maybe the time devil got eaten. So now there are no pedophiles. This is great, Elitery. I love it when two brain cells try to love each other. True, Elitery. I would be smart in my love. We aren't superhero. I don't want to read this anymore. Where's the controversial? We got chains. No, the controversial ones here might be funnier. You is the default. That's crazy. Literally read it in like 30 seconds. Did Fujimoto know about this? Ladies and gentlemen, I have officially lost the plot. Me too, brother. Me too. It's funny because that means two things, Elitery. Deleted. Responses. Oh, no. Hey, I'm trying to read here. Is that AI? Ooh. Do you think the moderators came in and deleted the entire account because AI will not be tolerated on Reddit?
No, they did. Wait, it's literally there. Guess I'll remove it. Wait, what?
Oh my goodness.
Maybe it was that person who deleted it? Like they accidentally copy-pasted.
We just
like
guilty
AI
until
thing?
Proven innocent around here in these Reddit parts, Leary. They just be exercising their right to kill. Unbelievable. We should go to Chainsaw Man folk just because of this. Okay, I'm sorry, but this was ridiculously short. For a few months now, chapters have been feeling shorter and shorter, but this one stuck out a lot more. I won't be saying nothing has happened in Chainsaw Man, but this is a fan, Elitery.
They disagree with you. They said because it has many things.
No. They only know... Well, this is an anti-fan, Elitery. They get mad at me every week. Nobody else says this except for me. Because it has many things.
I just saw it. This is it. This is it. The famous YouTubers, whatever the big anime YouTubers, this is what they're going to go with. This point is about to make. This is going to be it. After Chainsaw Man Part 3 is over, there's going to be like a big video essay. It's going to be about exactly
So Elitery likes to read ahead and think he's smart. But I'm going to read it now, and I'm going to see if I have the same epiphany. I won't.
It's obvious, because it's like the most straightforward, easy. Everyone who sees the title of the videos...
Nobody knows what you're talking about right now, Elitery. We got to read it first. Right. Okay, everybody shut up. Many things have, but this... Oh, I see where we're going with this. But this short pace at which the story is built week after week is nothing short of frustrating. I love Fujimoto's story, but how is he allowed to continue? How are we allowing him to do this, Elitery? No other series has had so many chapters in a row where they can be read in like 10 seconds. This is just fake. It's not true. So what's the talking point? Just that like, once you read them all in sequence, it's good or something. What are you saying?
It's going to be about... Yeah, it's going to be about how... Like, overall, the experience of Chainsaw Man Part 2, a lot happens, but chapter to chapter, it's just so unbelievably, like, they're building up something, and then it doesn't happen, and build up something, and it doesn't happen, but over a large period of time, a lot happens, but chapter week to week, nothing happens, and that's why Chainsaw Man Part 2 is not as good as Part 1, because all the chapters in Part 1, a lot happened in every chapter. It's gonna be, like, the big thing, I can already tell, but we'll see.
Maybe I should make a chapter literally just called Nothing Has Happened in Chainsaw Man Part 2, and it's an actual complaining video. That would be pretty cool.
Go ahead, yeah, you should. I'll react to it.
I've already got another Chainsaw Man video in the pike, Elitery.
Yep.
Why does it matter? True. Also, Azor Ahai Elitery. We love a Game of Thrones here.
Oh, wow.
When you sit down and read it or sit down and view the What? That isn't an issue. It's just the reality of the release schedule. Wait for the volumes if you don't... Oh, this is Elitery's favorite tweet. And just tell them to stop reading. Remember your tweet, Elitery? That tweet you liked?
That was funny. No, it was just about how frustrated the actual fans get when you tell them to stop reading.
I don't appreciate it when you tell me such condescending things, Elitery, when you obfuscate from the great criticism.
It's so funny.
It's because part 1 wasn't like this, and it was weekly. None of these idiots were reading part 1 week to week.
That's the exact point I was saying. That's what people are going to say. Oh my god. It's like the next natural stage of the argument, because now you seem silly to say nothing happens because like so much has happened in part 2. Like it's going to keep evolving, and it's, oh my god. We love arguments.
See,
like
Elitery, the statement nothing has happened in part 2 is not exactly a literal statement. It more gets at the spiritual undertones of the frustrating process of reading Chainsaw Man, where what we're actually saying is that Chainsaw Man Part 2 fucking sucks.
Week to week, yeah, that's what they're saying.
No,
you agree with
it
that
sucks.
person. Yeah.
It sucks. Manga aren't meant to be read in volumes. Take a break and stop acting like reading books is your job. Mangas are meant to be read in volumes, Elitery. True. It's written at the beginning of every manga. It says
if it's meant to be read, if it's meant to be read in volumes, why do they publish it week to week? It's so dumb.
Because they need money, Elitery. Obviously. It's meant to be read however you would like, Elitery.
That wouldn't. Do they just not want people to read it week to week? Why do they publish it week to week? It's clearly meant to be read week to week.
Because they need to sell magazines, Elitery. You can't just sell tanky
Which means the
bonds.
intention is to read it when it's released, right?
No, but that's just a corruption due to capitalism. It's not part of the artist's vision. If an artist had it their way, they would release volumes at a time.
True. Maybe Fujimoto tweeted about this once. We'll have to.
No, you can just obviously understand it. Stop acting like reading books is your job. Only the most low literacy. I haven't read a book with just words or watched a TV show with any real people in forever. I only watch anime shonens and read manga, more shonens. Type person would ever say something like this. I cannot believe I see somebody discouraging another person from simply wanting to read more content. Bitch, what the fuck?
You got him.
Oh, he got downvoted. We gotta help this champion out. Oh my god, we're going in depth with the responses here. Yes, manga and anime is the most inferior form of literature and should be looked down on. Me To Kill a Mockingbird and Watch The Sopranos. Lamau, another pretentious motherfucker who make literature as their personality.
Sure, oh my god.
You seriously with taste like that? That is funny. Because this has been in every weekly media that people consume. Okay, Elitery, the first part was funny. Reddit, sometimes it be hitting Elitery. I'll be really honest, I have no idea what's happening anymore. Who's behind what, and their motives are just so blurred beneath the perpetual Denji Asa/Yuri battle that I can't tell anything at all. Maybe Elitery, you should come up with this new talking point where you say, only people who can't understand the magnitude of the great plot of Chainsaw Man Part 2 think nothing has happened.
Yep.
Maybe it'll make more sense if you binge it, but now it just seems like there's a new cliffhanger every week to the point of exhaustion. Every manga chapter ends in a cliffhanger, Elitery. What are these people talking about? Asaden is great, but also like nothing is happening still, Lamau. True. What do you think? Is the reply a negative or an agreeing one? I know it feels like that since you read it weekly, but it is a good pacing. Well, true. Manga are meant to be read in volumes. F in chat for Dennis, but also peak. Why? Denji didn't... He's an F? That's crazy. Man, these chapters are so short. An entire chapter that was... Can we get some hot takes, Elitery? Boy, oh boy, I sure hope Denji doesn't instantly ditch any... Oh, we hate this guy, Elitery. He attained in the next 5 chapters. Surely Fujimoto would give him the realization just to... This fucking idiot needs to have their brain examined, Elitery. Nothing ever happens, Chud Devil. Oh my god, that's like a Destiny reference, Elitery. Hey, I'd be glad to be proven wrong. Also, Silk Song single-handedly turned the Chud... like Silk Song, the game? that hasn't come out yet? The Hollow Knight sequel? I don't know.
Oh, that's what they're saying. They're saying that nothing ever happens is proven false.
Because Xbox in their thingy said that the game was coming out. I remember. Do we have to do this fucking shitty subreddit to Elitery? Let's talk about Denji.
Wait, what's that banned? Something's banned?
Banatai bait breaker.
Cheers.
Should we vote? No, I don't care about the thingy. Chapter redraw. Pretty cool, Leary.
That's good.
YouTuber compares Travis Touchdown and Denji. When are we going to be
that?
the YouTuber? Who is Travis
What is-
Touchdown?
I have no idea.
Sounds like a rapist.
Somebody who plays sports or something?
I can't highlight it. Both
UAA,
Denji
what is
never
that?
supposed to have a special encounter with another girl. Holy Summers for Travis
Wait.
and...
Is
What?
this a JJK thing? No, it can't be. That's not a JJK name.
No. Where is this? No More Heroes.
Oh. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's important.
Isn't
though.
that a
Let's not
video game or
read it.
something? Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It's just going to be ISA. We can click it. Oh, no. It's just a... Oh, is
What
this
is
in one
that?
of his other manga? It has the
Probably, yeah.
text. We got to read
looks
this
like his
one. What's
art.
going on here? Miller the Killer.
don't
Oh,
know.
yeah. It's one shot. Miller the Killer read all these. We got to find out. Still no Fami, by the way. This is a good post.
The Death Devil or Fami?
I'm glad we got to see Isa help Denji Yoru step up and put falling mommy in her place. She's dead, Alito. But Fami is still on the ground, biting her finger and crying, or is she being tossed around due to falling?
That'd be
Good
cool.
questions. I thought this was going to be somebody complaining, but it's an actual question mark. It's finally happening. I hate these idiots that like this fucking ship.
Wait, what's finally happening?
Well, they're getting
Is that a
together, right?
theory?
No, some
But
serious
this isn't
shit.
like a... Yeah, it's just like a... Oh my god.
The headcanons are
Oh.
becoming real. Isa is finally rubbing
Alright.
off on Yoru. True.
In what way?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Just true and move on. Okay, Leary, let's fucking... We're going straight to controversial, Leary. I hate Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
And controversial makes me like Reddit.
Holy shit.
Shut up. Yoru came back again
a
after
beast.
an empty dialogue between Asa and Denji. True! These are Asa Denji fans aren't satisfied, Alidari.
Mm-hmm.
I only would be upset if she... Shut up, Battery. Nobody gives a fuck if you're going flat. I would only be upset if she was up to her usual shenanigans, but the kind of heart to have a heart and little mind. True.
Yep.
Deleted and more AI? What the fuck are you talking about? This was the best chapter we had in a good fucking while. He got blown out a little. I, for one, can't wait for Denji's 20th breakdown to mean nothing in 5 I hate these people, Alidari.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking idiots.
Wait, what did the reply say?
Probably, yeah, man, that sucks. Imagine having to chainsaw your brother to death, seeing your sister get... Oh, shut up. Denji didn't suffer. Was that it? What the fuck? 14 pages and barely any dialogue? We waited half a month for 14 pages? 15 pages! What was the meme again, Alidari? No, it was 13 pages. We're not doing this again where you forget the Dark Viper AU joke.
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember, but I know what you mean.
I've had scripts that are way longer than that. You think Ethan Klein would make fun of me?
No, because your scripts are hard-hitting and they have a lot of facts in them.
True.
I don't know.
I wish I had more rape analogies. That would make my fucking scripts way better. And, you know, Ethan Klein, what a hypocrite. Now he's suing people for raping his content. Unbelievable. Don't why y'all be doubting these authors when they lock in. They lock in big time. Yep. This was insane. Literally the best fucking chapter in so... These idiots love this chapter. The art looked so good here. Wrong. We need to be bi-weekly.
Mm-hmm.
True. As always, if you let Fujimoto... These idiots love this fucking Fujimoto idiot, Aliri. I don't love them, I'll tell you that much. Are we ready to end this fucking thing, Aliri? 53 minutes!
Yep. Why is the battery dying so quickly?
Because you yapped forever beforehand.
Yep.
You're a yapper, Aliri.
Good chapter.
Aliri will surely have a scripted video out the next time we join each other for Chainsaw Man.
I don't think I'm having a Chainsaw Man scripted video until Chainsaw Man Part 2 is over.
Not Chainsaw Man related, just any scripted video. And you ain't gonna have any of those out until Chainsaw Man Part 2 ends, because you suck.
Maybe. At least I don't make ones about video games.
Oh, yes you do. You're gonna make a, one about, what's Alito's favorite game is, Baldur's Gate
Minecraft.
3.
Mm.
We don't know where he ranks Baldur's Gate 3. He doesn't do his digests anymore. It's sad.
It's in my digest. I talked about it.
I don't watch those anymore, Elite E. You talk about boring stuff.
Mm.
Remember you used to talk about Berserk. Yeah, that was epic.
Yep.
But then you liked it, and then you didn't like the movies. God, you're stupid. Anyway.
God, those first two movies, the first one especially, is terrible.
No,
Second
it's
one was
pretty
actually
good.
okay. Third one was good.
Yeah, we love the third one here. Remember when the chant starts happening and Griffith has a weird existential monologue? And then he sees space, but he also sees, like, the Romans. It's pretty crazy.
And he sees Gambino, but he looks like Guts or something, and it's like, whoa, isn't it? Something like that.
No, why would Griffith see Gambino?
Yep.
Leader, he did say Griffith was Guts' father today. It's crazy.
Yep.
Anyway, don't worry, I'll have a scripted video out definitely before the next video, Leader. I already recorded the first bit of the script. Would have recorded the second bit if you weren't annoying me with shitty Chainsaw Man. Is Chainsaw Man ending soon?
It is funny because I said it wouldn't end this year. You said it would, and we're past halfway in the year.
Yeah, but I said that like 2 weeks ago.
I'm looking more and more correct here.
There's no way this shit is still going at the end of the year. Wait,
I think it's a decent chance.
That's not that many chapters. Even if we get 3 a month, we got 2, and then what are we like? Oh, it's only like 14. Or is it? No, it's an extra 3. 17 chapters. That doesn't sound good. They could do it.
We'll see.
Fuck, we're going to be reviewing Chainsaw Man Part 2 forever. We're not doing Part 3, Elite Ari.
True, that'll be on the Ordinary Ari channel all by myself, and I'll be...
Oh my goodness, you can get Jarky Bacon to review it with you? Oh, maybe one time, Elite Ari, I'm going to piss you off, and the next Chainsaw Man chapter review will be on the It's Mia channel. It will be you and Mia. I'll be kicked off.
Maybe.
I talk too much shit about... What do I don't like? Fights or something.
The pace of Chainsaw Man Part 2.
That would be great.
Nothing happens.
We need some goddamn drama around here, Leary.
Yep.
When you got to admit that AI is gonna end the world?
They very well might.
Well, he just concedes. That's this guy's plan. Anyway, Leary, do the outro. I'm tired.
So, guys, if you like this discussion, please go to the Kyle Entertainment channel and become a member.
Oh, yes.
Yes, then make sure you
can use the emotes.
Yeah, you got the... Is there really emotes?
Yeah, or the emotes you made, retard. You made some of them, at least.
There's
the Ymir one? Did you make that one, or did Bacon make that one?
The Ymir one is my emote. Okay.
Which ones did Minty make? I forget.
I don't know, but the Ymir one I made.
Well, it was in my most recent... the pinned comment on my Crash Bandicoot video.
Support links in the description below. Thanks.